boy. Sit down, 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 boy.
Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy C-Kid here, man. Back with another video for you guys. Now, today's video, your boy is hyped, man. I'm hyped because I got here the Asus ROG Ally. This is Asus's version of their gaming handheld console device here. And I'm super hyped, man, that I even got one. As you guys know, I am a fan of handheld devices. I have here my Nintendo Switch that I've just been playing as Zelda on literally every freaking day. But, you know, I still get work done sometimes. This video here, y'all, I'm gonna be unboxing this bad boy here. We're gonna be gaming on it. I'm gonna watch some content on it. We're gonna check out Windows 11. We're gonna do a sound test, all of that. And I'm gonna also show you guys exactly what you're gonna be getting in the box when you pick up yours. And let me go ahead and show you guys some of the specs. With this one here, as far as the CPU, you do get an AMD Z1 Extreme, but they do have a different model here. They also have a cheaper model. I'm not gonna say cheaper model, but they have a model that's not the Z1 Extreme. It's just the AMD Z1. It is $100 cheaper than this version here, which I'll have the price and the link for you guys to check that out down below from Best Buy. Now, as far as storage, you get 512 gigs of storage of SSD. Now, I'm not gonna lie, kind of wish they would have bumped that up just a little bit because, you know, I'm gonna be honest, man, this bad boy here literally costs more than my PS5 that's graciously just sitting over here to the side. But nonetheless, let's move on. Next thing we got here, we got 16 gigs of DDR5 RAM. We get Wi-Fi 6. We also get a USB 3.2 USB-C port, and then we also get operating system of Windows 11. You can connect the keyboard, you can connect the mouse, and all of that to this bad boy. But without further ado, let's go ahead and pop this bad boy open. Let's go. I don't know where my grandma's scissors went, but nonetheless, we just gonna get this bad boy open like so. You really just not gonna tear that easy? There we go. All right, let's put that off to the side. We got a nice little, oh, I guess I cut the sticker already. All right, so let's go ahead and sit this down. And all right, so the box opens like so. All right, so the first thing we get is the console in itself. So we're gonna go ahead and sit this off to the side real quick. Up top here, I don't know, looks like up top we get something, but I'll hold out on that. Opening this part up here, we get our AC adapter here that you guys can see. So we get the AC adapter right here. And then also we get, if we go to the other side right here, oh, thought this was a little fold thing, but this is probably gonna be booklets and stuff like that. Yeah, this is all the booklets, all the sauce and everything like that, that 9 times out of 10, you ain't gonna read anyway. And then up top here, I think this is the kickstand. Oh, this is just like a, oh, it's just a little ROG logo like block or whatever, but nothing else that's pretty much in this box. That's pretty much it. All right, so with the console here, let's go ahead and peel this paper off so we can feel, come on, bruh. So we can feel exactly what this bad boy feels like. All right, so looking overall on this system right here, so on the back here, I thought this actually was a light, but it's not a light. This is just kind of like a nice little holographic type of, I don't know if you want to call it holographic, but it basically changes colors, but it's not a light at all. And then on the back, like I said, you have your triggers that are right here. Up top here, we have our power button. We also have our volume rocker up here. And then we have our micro SD card slot that's gonna go right up in here for you guys to be able to expand on that 512 storage. And then you have an aux port here to be able to plug in headphones or something like that. And then we have some other buttons here on the front, which I don't know what those do just yet. Got our vents in the back. But overall, man, I feel like just kind of like my initial impressions, I feel like it feels complete. Like, I don't know how to really explain it, but it feels good. I'm not gonna lie, it feels real good. Okay, so let's go ahead and power this bad boy up. Hopefully we got some juice. Asus, did you ship these out with some juice? Oh, Asus, we ain't got no juice? Asus with no juice, come on, y'all. All right, so I finally got it all plugged in here. Now, one thing I will say that I do like about this right off the back is the fact that they put the charging port up top instead of putting it on the bottom like they've done here on something like the Nintendo Switch, which is something that I don't like, is the fact that they put it on the bottom because it just seems to get more in the way. Let's go ahead and turn this bad boy on. Okay, we got a nice little haptic feedback. That kind of felt good, not gonna lie. The little ring rings around it. I feel like that's pretty dope too. Adds a little PC type of vibe to it. All right, so it says right here, it says please select boot device. So I guess I select this one. Definitely taking a nice little while to actually load up for the first time, but again, that's expected. I keep getting an error message pop up on here. I'm not sure what that is, but I'm definitely keep getting it. Oh wow, so this mug has a fingerprint sensor. Hold on, let's go ahead and set that up. I think this is dope. Oh, this is dope. I didn't know it had a fingerprint sensor on the top. Oh, that's kind of fly. Oh, that's actually fly. I do like that. That's dope. All right, so basically why it's doing this thing right here, I will say right off the bat, I feel like the setup process it's a little longer than what I would want. I'm not gonna lie to you. All right, so finally we in. Now, as far as running Windows 11 is very similar to just normal Windows. So you got your Microsoft Edge browser. You can easily go to your side window pane here if you want. So if I go ahead and tap this button right here, this brings up our command center, which is dope. So we can change the brightness settings here. We can switch the operating mode from going from turbo to performance mode or silent mode. So I'll just go ahead and switch it back to turbo. We got our control mode, which is auto, gaming profiles. We can attach our keyboards if we want to. We can also do real-time gaming monitoring, FPS limiter, resolution, frame rates, as well as AMD RSR. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is go ahead and install Steam onto this system here. All right, so right now I got Call of Duty downloading right now. Finally, after crazy updates, logging into accounts, setting up and creating accounts and all of that, we finally got it together. But I wanna show you guys just kind of like a side-by-side comparison of like the Nintendo Switch to this. Now you can see height-wise, it is much bigger than the Nintendo Switch for sure. But although it is bigger than the Nintendo Switch, and you can kind of see it right here, and if I kind of have them side by side, you can kind of see just how big the console is. But I will say, even though I have it in my hands here, it doesn't feel as big as it may look, if that makes sense. Because even with my hands, everything feels comfortable. Like it doesn't feel like it's just overly big for no reason. Everything feels like perfectly. I feel like I can really get some solid gameplay in on this system. Now I am downloading this game here, which is a pretty large file size game. And I do hear the fans kick on for sure, but I will say the fans are not like overly loud. It seems like the airflow, as far as the proper airflow, is pretty good because I don't feel any of that heat actually on my hands. So I don't feel like my hands are gonna get sweaty over time whenever I'm playing games for a longer period of time, even if the fans do kick on, which to me is another plus. So shout out to Asus for setting it up right. All right, we finally in, baby. Let's go. All right, here we go. All right, so let's turn the speakers up. Speakers actually sound pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Let's see if your boy still got it. See if I can get some kills on the system. Yikes.
It's too late now. Damn it.
Oh, he's on the rooftop, bro.
He can't hurt you no more.
I will say the gameplay is smooth.
Well, he's over here. I don't know. I didn't see him. I saw you guys over there.
Hostiles dropping.
Please swear to man, you coward. I ran away.
Golly, bro, 4th place. I ain't get a single kill though. Hey, but we tried though, man. All right, so let me go ahead and end that real quick. Just my initial gameplay when it comes to this console right here. I gotta say, as far as the gameplay is smooth. Now I will say, like for me, I'm used to playing on bigger screens, so it is gonna take some getting used to for me to be able to really dial in. Now I will say for me, yeah, I think playing with it, the controls were smooth. I didn't have any issues as far as like aiming or anything like that. But I will say, I'm probably going to connect up a PlayStation controller or an Xbox controller or something like that because I feel like I'll have better control on it. Gameplay on it, hey, this bad boy is smooth. I ain't gonna front. All right, so the next thing I want to do is experience like watching movies, because again, this is basically it's a mobile computer to be able to watch content on. Now again, this is a 1080p display, so you're not going to get kind of like that overly high resolution, but because it's still a smaller screen, you should still be able to get, you know, a solid amount of picture quality. So let's go ahead and watch, let's watch The Woman King, right? All right, so let's go ahead and just boot it up real quick. For me, right off the back, man, picture quality looks solid. Like again, you're not gonna get like OLED picture quality with this, but I will say for the most part, it looks good. Audio quality sounds, the audio quality, man, I am super impressed with right out of this. I mean, it's got some nice little, it's got some kick in there, huh? Oh yeah, these speakers are legit. Not even gonna lie, these speakers are solid. All right, so for me, when it comes to watching movies, I think movies, hey, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, I can see myself watching a whole movie on here. One, the sound quality on here is definitely legit, for sure. It definitely gets loud enough. It does have a little bit of like punch to it, so it's not like a flat sound, which is something that I do like with this one. Now, again, obviously, if you're out and about, you probably wanna put some headphones on, Bluetooth it to this device or something like that, but if you guys are just kind of out there on your own or whatever and you want to watch a whole movie, yo, these speakers alone will definitely do the trick for sure. And again, picture quality is good. I could definitely see myself watching a whole movie with this. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and give my initial impression just when it comes to gaming, playing around with this, setting it up and all of that, right? I'm gonna say as far as setting it up, let's start there. Setting this thing up, I will say, you probably will need to be somebody that is familiar with Windows and kind of how it operates, because if you're somebody like me that is primarily a Mac user, this is probably not the most, I would say it's not the most intuitive as far as setting it up. Now again, I am somewhat of a tech savvy person, so there's some things that I was able to figure out, but then there was some things that I was like, you know what, I gotta kind of look it up. I will say, look at this device as more of a PC first versus looking at it as like a gaming device. Just look at it as literally having a mobile computer running Windows 11 on it, and it operates and functions like that. You really have to download everything, so if you want to play games, you got to download Steam to be able to access it and all of that. So don't think of it as something like a Nintendo Switch where it kind of pretty much has its own like store, you just download the games and all of that, because it is not that. It's literally Windows on a handheld device. So that part to me was kind of frustrating at times as far as kind of getting everything set up, because I had to figure out how to actually get the keyboard to pop up. Sometimes it wasn't popping up. This thing had to restart several times. It's a lot to kind of get over the learning curve with it, I will say. But when it comes to gaming on here, I felt was smooth. Like I didn't have any issues as far as screen tearing, any type of performance. I played Call of Duty on here just to kind of give it like a quick test. Everything ran fine. Like I can definitely see myself playing a lot of COD on here, but I will say I will probably have to use something like a controller with it, just because it's gonna take a little time for me to actually get good at playing with just the controls that's on here versus like having my controller here, which is something that I'm used to playing with, or having like an Xbox controller. So for me, that's kind of my spiel on gaming. Gaming on here is solid. Sound quality also solid on here. Whether it's gaming, the audio quality sound good. I can hear my teammates clearly, as you guys heard. I just felt like the audio quality on here when it comes to even watching movies is also solid. So you're not gonna have any issues with audio quality on this thing, man, because yeah, it definitely gets plenty loud for sure. But overall, man, I think this is a pretty solid gaming system. Now, is it something that I would potentially see myself using all the time or switching from a console? I would say right now, probably not, because again, I still have some learning to do with this. I still got some playing around to do with it. Now, could that change in my overall review? I don't know. We're just gonna have to wait and see. But nonetheless, man, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, and you wanna see more content, because I got a lot more content that's gonna be coming out on this system here once I kind of play around with it a little bit more. But that pretty much wraps it up, y'all. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, give this video a thumbs up. Click on that subscribe button, because your boy, we on our way to that 100K mark. And again, if you want to check this out, I have a link for you guys down in the description section below. See y'all in the next one. Squad.